Yeah, your picture go there. You see you. You know your picture be this. See where your picture there now. Yeah, this is my place. You see my place here, Harrison. My place is this. See see where your picture go there until on that Saturday. See goodbye. Una matter for my place there on Saturday. If you fail to come on that Saturday or give reply on before now to Saturday, it go be one of them. You don't see what I tell you. Yeah, it's a what okija, also okija. Try to settle person where you the hole. See your picture, hold your picture. Your name be this. See as I dey hold your picture. I want to hold your picture that if you come my place, I will give you your picture. Or if you settle the case normal, I go keep your picture from my place. I no go harm you with your picture. But if you fail to come on that Saturday or give good better reply on that Saturday, what you see, you collect them. Yeah, is the also okija. See last. If I wait you on that day or I no see your reply, anything wey you see that day, Harrison, you go take am like that. I still hold your picture for hand. I never drop am for line. I still hold am for hand. If I wait for you on that Saturday no reply, I go show you what I dey do people. Show you how you go take enter this line with death or life.
Hello, good morning. Happy Sunday and happy new month. Um, yeah. Okay. So, all right. So I just left Instagram live now. So I wanted to um, drop this video here to explain in details what transpired and how I am in depth. And before I continue, I want to appreciate every one of you for reaching out to me and being part of my journey right from 2015. A lot of you has been part of me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, I want to state here that I never defrauded anybody. That's number one. And the people I'm owing, I've been paying them. I've been trying to see how I can clear my debt for long. But at the time, I could not pay again. And yes, and I've not been what's it called? I started avoiding some messages on my WhatsApp, like I blocked my number that end with 3333 when some of them were going to native doctors to send me videos where they were swearing for me and the rest of them. So I pleaded that they should please give me time to pay, and which I'm working out to see how I can pay them. All right. So in 2020, I started a company in my community, Haritech Processing. It's a garri processing plant where I was supposed to get almost 90% of my raw materials from my community. My community happens to be the largest cassava, that has the largest cassava farm in our Delta area, Delta North. So I took the opportunity because I saw men who are farmers. What they do is to, plant this cassava and then sell to strangers. So I said, okay, fine, let me set up this company to see how I can be able to get these raw materials from them, process it, and export. I went as far as going to NAFDAC number, getting to NAFDAC office where I registered my company, and I have a NAFDAC registration number. I also started processing with SON, Standard Organization of Nigeria, so I can be able to have my export certificate to export my processed garri to UK and some other countries. And along the line, I was having challenges to finish up the setting up of the factory. Like, it cost like almost 5 million naira to get the machine from China, and which I was trying to see how I can get those machines down to Nigeria. So if you noticed, I never posted about partnership, like calling for partners or anything. No. When I post about the company, some of my friends reach out and say, okay, fine, can we join hands and build this company? I said, okay, fine. Fine. They say this one brought 1 million, 2 million, 4 million, 8 million, 400,000, 500,000, 1.2 million naira. And we joined it together, and that company was got to a stage where I I started processing. So when I started processing, almost 1 year, I was paying them. Nobody heard anywhere like I was owing anybody. I was paying them for 1 year, you know. And it was 2022 that last year, October, that started having issue. So the issue I was having was the place I was supposed to get 90% of my raw materials I got information. If you are from Buluku, you can go to Buluku, ask the Buluku quarters, just verify what I'm trying to say now. The place was all over cassava, and that's why I get my 90% of my raw materials. Because traveling to those states where I can get raw materials, it costs a lot of transportation, logistics, and rest of them. So when I was, my mom called me and said, please, that the farmlands, I've been taken over by a company, um, that the government gave them the place. Um, my community said they leased the place for like almost 80 years to them before, but now they want to acquire the place back. They want to take over the lands. Everybody should vacate from that farmland. And that was how the Buddhists came. They came with soldiers and they destroyed all the farmlands. People were going to even go and pick up cassava from the floor, from the ground, or protect cassava that the Buddhists destroyed. That was the beginning of my company's downfall. Yes. So early this year, 2023, sorry, early last year, 2022, movement was already strong in Delta. Everybody was shouting obedient. I never won I never planned of coming out election that last year. So I joined the movement. It was very, very strong. And a friend said, Harris, let's go back to our local government to see how to mobilize. And when we said, there's nobody running for House of Assembly in local government. Why not take opportunity? You have the popularity, you are popular amongst all the candidates. From nowhere, that's how I pick up the ticket. One of my friends then even supported me in paying for the ticket for Labour Party. I paid, I submitted the form, I was cleared. I went to, because I didn't do primary election, it was a placeholder. We went to DSS, invited us for screening, everything, and I was running for election. The campaign was going smoothly. It was no shishi stuff, but campaign logistics, transportation, feeding, campaign office, vehicles, a lot went in. So I started at a point, I nearly gave up. I said, if I give up, people go think say they don't buy me over. Maybe other political parties have bought me over. So I decided to move on, to go on, to test it, no matter how bad it is. So some friends I call for support. I call somebody, far now. He will say, okay, fine, no, I don't get to, but take. Later, he could give me back. That was how they were giving me money, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million, and that was it. Then, at the point, before the presidential election, I was being called. A lot of calls were coming in. Oh yeah, please support us. I said, I can't do that. It's not possible. Those who followed me, who were with me in the campaign from my local government, who can be watching this video, can testify that I stayed committed to the cause. I never backed down. Even when I was close to the vice presidential candidate of PDP, and that's Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. Yes, I was close to him, but I never gave up. I still supported the cause. Even when I was offered money, I never backed down. I was still on course. Then it got to a point after the presidential election. Everybody knows how it happened. People lost interest in coming out to support us who are coming for the next election, March. And it wasn't easy at all. Then at that point, I was stranded. Like, my team, we say, let's go to this place today. We have a community schedule. We are going today. I will tell them that I'm not feeling fine because there was no money. So I also went and I borrowed loan too, again, to add to the ones I have, and I continued the journey. Before my election, as in like 1 week, 2 weeks to my election, they came. I will mention. I like mentioning names, so you can go and ask. Um, so somebody from my community, they call him Bolo Bolo. He happens to be my friend, a brother. Other people too, Fred Ajodia from Ibuzo, you can know him, Chief Fred Ajodia. Just go and save this video, or you can take this video to them to confirm if I'm lying or not. We meeting, they called me for meeting, different one they called me at the Eco Lounge at Miriam Bangida to see how I can work for the party. And 250 million was on grant to give me if I can step down for the candidate for my local government. And I said, no, I won't do that. That money was not collected by me or by anybody close to me. I rejected the money and I went in for the election. On the day of the election, this can be confirmed too. They were buying people to vote, giving them 5,000 transfer. That time there was no money much, but they were giving them some cash. If you go and write your name that if you vote, they pay you 5,000, and and rest of them. So will I pay money? How many people will I pay money? How many voters will I pay money? More than 20,000 voters. Where will I start from paying them? But let the election go the way it ought to go, and I succeeded. I will tell you that I won the election because I was satisfied with the outcome, even though they bought votes, they bought everybody and the rest of them. So after the election, I was down. I can't even go out. Madam Judith, who happens to be in Canada, she's from my village, borrowed me her car. I was using her car all through that period because I sold mine. She gave me her car and said, please, we're using it. After election, you can bring it back. I was using the car. That was the car I was using. So after election, because my house, I have to give it out for rent because I needed the money. So I have to give it out for rent and somebody should just take it and give me the money. I packed all my properties to the village. They are still in the village right now. And a friend of mine who is in UK said, okay, fine, go to Golden Tulip. I'll pay for like 2 weeks for you. You need to rest, cool your head and see how to sort things out. So I was in Golden Tulip for almost 3 weeks. He paid for me. I was there. And yes, you can verify this too. Golden Tulip Hotel by DBS, by Miriam Bangida Road. They have the new wing, the white wing. I was there for 3 weeks. Someone paid for me and said, stay here and cool off your head and plan, see how this whole thing can happen. At that point, they were telling me, go to court. Go to which court? Court where I had no money. Lawyer said, bring 10 million, bring me 5 million. Later, I gave 5 million. I went to Abuja. I got the Beavers report, everything tallied. My opponent, we tried to see how, I can't say a lot of things on social media here, to see how we can get evidence. There was nothing. I can't go to court where I have the vote. People, they bought vote. Our party, people who worked with me in that election, they've sold out. They collected money from parties, in my agent, in some other areas, and they worked with the party, and I failed that election. So why will I go to court? Go to court and do what? So the people who they pay money come to court and testify. So I was not having money to go to court, even though I wanted to go. But I said, no, let me let it go. That was how I didn't go to court after my election. So one day, one woman met me. I don't know, may God bless that woman. Anywhere you are, God will bless you. I never regret meeting. Please, I'm not being ungrateful. Thank God I shared this whole issue with you, how this whole thing happened. And I'm here. I don't know if you are watching or you're going to watch this thing later. Please, I'm sorry people are dragging you. You got me a gift, a car gift then. When you notice that this guy doesn't have a car, how will he move from point A to B? How will he travel to solve some cases? That was what you saw, that you gave me a gift. I was expecting a Corolla or a Camry, and you gave me a gift that was worth something. So I just posted that gift on my page on the 5th of May this year to appreciate this woman that, lifted my burden at that particular time. And that was where everything started. People were calling me saying, you were owing people money, you go buy motor. Not me buy motor. Rich Authors, his office is at Coca Road. If you're going to Ibuzo, just go and meet Rich Authors. Ask him, who paid for that car? My account, one kobo I did not put in that car. That was how I got that gift. So people were now going to throw that woman, were calling that woman out. The woman was now saying, please do, that car belongs to Harrison. It's a gift I gave to him. As in, people were trolling that woman from nowhere, writing all sorts of things, sending her things, and rest of them. It was just how do I promote her business? That was just it. So that was what happened. In my own local government too, they were calling me different kinds of name. That the PDP paid me, reason why I did not go to court, and the car I bought was money PDP gave to me. My local government, my party in my local government, party leaders, where if I come to meeting anywhere I come to, they will be murmuring. I went for my chairman's daughter's marriage in Ogwugwu. Behind me, people were talking behind me and saying, now the money you see, you don't give a chairman money. Now part of the money PDP give him. A lot of things were going on. I was down. I say people were now saying, please, if you collect that money PDP give, you would have started this whole thing. I was down. I was depressed. I was doing things to be happy. So I took up the Okuzo SARS case. Those girls arrested in Okuzo and took to Okuzo. I was doing their case, and just for me to be happy, I was doing it, going to do things I love doing to be happy, while I'm trying to see how to pay people I'm owing. I never denied I'm not owing anybody. I'm owing. I'm in debt. I'm owing, and that was what transpired. So later, the threat was coming. The news, Hara reporters, they could not even call me to hear what happened. They were posting that I defrauded people, this and that. I said, okay, fine. A friend of mine said, don't post anything, just leave it. Let's see how to pay. If we pay this people now, they will stop posting Abi. Let's try and clear this debt. So that was how I stopped talking. If you watch all those why they were dragging me, I don't comment. Maria Ude happens to be my friend. She has my phone number. She has never one day called me and say, what happened? But she was posting them, and I was seeing them. I said, okay, fine. I even commented on her page the first time she posted about me. Sahara Reporters, Sore is my friend. He has my number. When the matter was posted, Tracy reached out to them and said, this was not what happened, though. This is the case. This was what transpired. But nobody listened to me. On my page, my friends stopped commenting on my page because they will drag them. I noticed it too. That few of my friends I know, notable ones I know, they stopped commenting on my page because people will drag them. Nobody wants to get close to me, to associate with me, and I can't even go out. I can't sleep. I don't have 2 hours sleep. Always thinking, how do I do this? How do I do this? They went to my village and threatened my dad. My dad, who had a partial stroke, threatened my dad. I'm going to share the video on my page, so you see the length, how I have tried to see how to pay these people, and how they took me to native doctor. Native doctor even had to call me on the phone one day and said, the people I'm owing are here. He was even swearing for me and saying that. And I said, please, I've been paying them. I did not say I will not pay them. I've been paying them. So the native doctor now asked the man or the woman that was there and said, has this guy been paying you? The woman said yes. So he was now even telling them to please calm down, hold on a little while and see how this thing can be resolved. So I had to, I got to a point where it was difficult for me to continue keeping myself. So I started telling some of my friends about it. How do I do that? How do I solve this? And there was no options, no way for it to come. The period I was having suicidal was when you see me driving, and I'm just having thought that, just enter the trailer and just go, you know. Yeah, I'm only child. I have a mother, a father who are in the village, and God knows I have been trying my best to see how I can live right. I have never killed anybody. I have never defrauded anybody. I have never done things that will inflict pains on anybody. And I'm here to apologize to people I'm owing that, please, I know at a point you you gave me support because you trusted me. And I'm not using my influence or whatsoever because of what has transpired. So please, I'm so sorry. I'm owing you at this point, and be rest assured that this shall pass. It shall pass. As far as there's a living God up there who sees the intent of a man's heart, this too shall pass away. I'm here to also state that I did not intentionally block everybody, like I have said before. When I stopped using my number that ends with 333, 3333, was when native doctors were sending me dead bodies, pictures of people who died that were owing, and I said, oh no, I think I need to just delay this WhatsApp off. Let me figure out to see how I can be able to clear this debt and just be free. Yes. So that's just it. So please, I'm here on this live video to tell you that, yeah, that was what transpired. You can go through the back and watch this video. And yes, when I made the post on Instagram, people were reaching out to me, was giving me a lot of advice, a lot of commendation, and the rest of them, how I can be able to maneuver, solve this whole issue. Yesterday, I made a post about it again on Instagram, and people were reaching out and dropping, please post your account. We want to help you and pay this debt. Thank you so much. Thank you. When I posted, I said, I know I'm going to be dragged. I deserve it. I know I'm going to be judged. I deserve it. No matter what happens, I think I have been able to, instead of me to die in silence, I rather survive in shame. And I posted it. And I'm here telling you that thank you for being with me. Thank you for, even without hearing from me, you started campaigning for my support, how to support me to clear this debt. Me begging here and seeking for solution is not a crime. But I'm here telling every one of you who have reached out to me, calling messages, that all I have to say is thank you. If I get out from this situation, get out from this trouble that I'm currently in, I promise to pay back in whatever way, that I'm going to, sink myself in humanity and make sure I carry my activities in all diligence and in all sincerity. For everyone condemning me, you have right to condemn me. You have right to insult me. You have right to drag me. I'm not saying you shouldn't drag me. You should have right to even see me on the way and just kill me. You have right to do that. But please just have a place in your heart to forgive me. I was dragged before over money issue. A reason why I don't post about my personal issues anymore on social media. Misconception and the rest of them. I was sick that last time. I think I've not talked about this. I was ill, and a friend of mine came and said, post it on social media, you get support. You have been helping people. I said, no. The guy is alive today. And he went and made that post, and misconception and the rest of them. So each time I have a personal challenge, I don't like posting on social media because of misconception. But today, I'm here and I'm telling you that I made this post, and I'm here making this live video to say sorry for everything. My friends who stopped associating with me, I understand how you feel. Nobody wants to be dragged into a mess that they never, committed. And to everybody out there, in case this happens to be the last video you see, my last video, or this live session you are watching now, just please I'm sorry. I won't drag all my friends into anything again. I saw some of my friends commenting on my page and they will go and dragging them, even my lawyer friend, everybody. I'm sorry for bringing you all this point. I'm so sorry for the shame, embarrassment I have caused every one of you. Please forgive me, please. I'm sorry. To the woman that supported me, that gave me a gift, which I sold later to start paying off people I'm owing. I'm sorry. At least I respected you enough by telling you that this is what is going on and this is what I want to do. And you gave me a go ahead. Thank you for being part of my journey. Thank you for never condemning me. Thank you for coming to my life when I needed someone I could talk to, someone I could share my burden with, someone that will understand what transpired. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you.